Hi, girly. How are you? How are you doing tonight? Hi, Pisces 22. Hi, Lisa. How are you doing? You are still working. Oh, my goodness. Goodness gracious. And of course, you can get a tarot reading. You know what to do. Go ahead and get a reading. I just started this live stream, so of course, you can get a reading. I know, seriously. Actually, there is someone who created a documentary, like a little docu video for YouTube, something about the dark history of the lottery. And it talked about all the people, or just basically, the history of the lottery, basically. How did it all happen? And about the people who won the lottery, like what happened to those people recently and stuff like that. And it was a very interesting video. It's called The Dark History of the Lottery or something like that, or of the lotto, something like that. So yeah, and it's with somebody called Bailey Sarian, a female. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, you guys should check that out. But it's a really cool, interesting video. It talks about the history of the dark history of the lotto, the lottery, and the like, and similar things. Hi, Gilda. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and submit your question right here in the comments. I just met Ernesto Leo and I am a Scorpio. Can you tell me what he is looking for out of knowing me? So we're going to go ahead and use the Witch's Tarot for your reading. So let's see what are his intentions for you. So this guy, Ernesto, you just met him. And Gilda, is that your name? I know you've been here before. I just can't recall. Is that your name, Gilda? Yes. Okay. Awesome. Perfect. So let's go ahead and see. Look, honestly, Gilda, myself, I'm a Scorpio, and I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it, honestly, because I cannot date a Leo. And I mean, generally speaking, Leo and Scorpio is not compatible. So we're not supposed to, I mean, technically speaking, according to astrology, it would be a lot harder for a relationship to manifest between a Leo and a Scorpio. But I mean, me personally, when I've dated a Leo, it's just never been a good thing. It's always ended pretty fast. So I don't know how you do it. So, I get along with them as friends. And even then it just really depends, because if they really like you, they like you. But then if they envy you, or if they're jealous of you, or if you cross them in some way, they're just like so sketchy. Or they can be. But if you're on their good side, and if you have a good Leo around you, they can be really good friends. That's for sure. That's for sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the cards want to say. So, Witch's Tarot, Gilda, Scorpio, just met Ernesto. Leo, she wants to know, what are his intentions? What are his intentions with Gilda? What are his intentions with Gilda? What are his intentions with Gilda? All right, let's see what the cards have to say. So we have the Hermit in reverse, and we have the Tower reversed, Ace of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Temperance reversed, Ten of Cups, Queen of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and also Judgment. Interesting. And then we have in the bottom of the deck the Seven of Cups in reverse. So this card talks about making a decision and taking an action upon once making a decision. So sometimes this could be making a decision after keeping their options open. Sometimes that's what this card means. But point is that it's not always that. It's just saying that someone here making a decision and, you know, then taking action upon then making a decision. So this is about making a decision, and there's anxiety or stress in this whole situation. And you could be dealing with someone who, if this is someone who, I know you said that this is someone new. So with this card, this could represent that there's going to be distance between you two, or there has been distance and you will hear from him again. Okay, so if this hasn't happened, then I see this taking place where I see him putting distance, or someone here puts distance, and then someone returns. Does that make sense? And I think right now his thought process is all about getting to know you and having more of a casual situation and kind of letting this kind of just naturally grow. I think right now he's kind of just seeing if this is a thing where, you know, something naturally grows between the two of you without forcing it. But at the same time, I think he knows he has problems with, when I see Temperance in reverse, I think this is problems with indulgence problems and trying to focus on that. Also with Temperance in reverse, also with Temperance in reverse, it could be someone who feels like there could be some incompatibility. So let me see what the card is more about. Yes, this could be a little bit of the latter. With the Four of Cups in reverse, somebody who feels like they could get pretty bored here. Okay, so I see in his thoughts someone who sees this more of a casual thing, right? But in his heart, I'm seeing someone who sees incompatibilities and someone who feels like might not be so faithful because they feel like they will get bored quite easily and then rock the boat. So this might be someone who has a tendency of doing things like that. Kind of just keeping people on a casual front, keeping them at arm's length, and then and particularly with you, he feels like there's incompatibilities. And because of that, he feels like if he continues on with you and begins a relationship with you, that he will get bored with that Four of Cups in reverse and do something that might be awful, you know. But his intentions, is Queen of Cups. So that's a good thing. So even though in his thoughts he's telling himself, take his time and not to have any expectations and to, kind of keep this casual and see where this goes. That's what his thought processes are. And his emotions being, well, I see some incompatibility here or some things that, should be a bit out of my league here or not really my cup of tea here. But in his intentions, he's got Queen of Cups. So that's a really good card. So I just want to go ahead and pull another one. The Sun in reverse. The thing is that he is someone who really enjoys being in love. And I think you see that from him. I think you kind of know that from him, that he likes the idea of being in a relationship. So you probably see him as someone who is very, very, or you will notice that about him, that he's really good with the PDA, public display of affection and all of that. So I see that he likes the idea of being in a relationship. Yeah, see, he is. Yes. And that's what I'm seeing. He really likes the idea of being in a relationship. He likes to be held. He likes to hold someone. And besides, of course, the whole physical part of it, and besides, public display of affection and cuddling and all of that, I feel like he likes the attention of it. I think he likes all the good benefits of it, doing all these little cute things with someone. Sometimes people are like that, where they don't really want a full-on relationship. They just want someone with whom they can do all those cute little things with, go grocery shopping with, or go see a movie with, Netflix and chill, if you know what I mean. But they don't necessarily want a relationship, or at least the attention part of it. But the cards are telling me he does want a relationship. He does. He does. But the thing is that I feel like the problem here is that I feel like he's going to keep you at arm's length, and I feel like you either have noticed that or you will notice that. If that's something he hasn't done right, that's something he isn't doing right now. Goodness gracious. But I do think he really does like, again, the cards keep confirming the idea that he does want to be in love. He does want to be in a relationship. And I mean, you're confirming it yourself. Yes, there you go. There you go. He said that today. Yeah, I think he loves all of that. And I think he is okay and he's open to the idea of seeing where this could go with you. But I feel like he thinks himself that he's going to end up getting bored and doing something that might be pretty hurtful. Like having a wandering eye or whatever. So, why does he think he's gonna get bored? Well, I think it has to do with incompatibilities. He just feels like maybe you're with certain things, he could be out of his league or certain things like that. But the point is that I do think he does want to be in a relationship. And I think particularly with you, with that Sun in reverse, I think you really do make him feel good. I mean, you are a Scorpio, and I'm pretty sure you make him feel really good. You make him feel worshipped. And I've noticed something about Leos is that, they really like that effect, that attention from a Scorpio, and that's why they're so attracted to Scorpio. a lot. You guys live in different countries? Okay. Okay, that could be where the incompatibilities come from, or the things that, he might not be so, you know, happy about. Maybe living so far, but I do see that he really does want a relationship. Yes. So right now, I think he's kind of just treating this a bit casually. He's not taking it too seriously. And maybe because you guys live in two different countries, he feels like he's going to end up getting bored and probably doing something that might end up hurting you. You get what I'm saying? Because, I mean, being a Leo needs attention, physical attention. And from what I saw, he likes attention, holding someone, being held. And I do see that in being in two different countries. Again, like, I feel like that's something that's very important to him. So that could be why he feels like he might do something that might end up hurting you. So what do you think, Jada? Got it. Awesome. Well, Gilda, if you have any more questions for me, you are more than welcome to ask. Otherwise, you are more than welcome to stick around, chat with us. Hi, G-Ram. How are you, G-Ram? How are you doing today? Are you working? Are you on your way home? What are you doing? You are again right. All right, Gilda. Well, thank you so much. If there's anything else I can help you with, I am more than happy to help you with that, okay? Okay, awesome. You are finally home. Okay. So it would be past 1 a.m. in New York, and you're finally home. Wow, you get home pretty late. That's pretty late. You gonna send a payment? Okay. That's right, they do. All right, Gilda, you went ahead and sent a payment. Thank you so very much. All right, Gilda, whenever you're ready, go ahead and send your question. And G-Ram, I did get your payment. Thank you so much. Gilda just sent a payment right before I received yours. So let me just go ahead and take care of her reading, and then I'll go ahead and answer your 3 questions, okay? All right, Gilda, whenever you're ready. All right, you want to see if it's worth it. Is it worth it? Yeah, I'm going to see if this is basically worth it. Okay, well, those are 2 different questions, okay? So those are 2 different questions. Do you want to know if you should pursue something with him, or if you should trust what he says about himself and about liking you? But remember what I did say already. I think he sees some incompatibilities, and there are things that he doesn't like, and stuff like that. It didn't really say anything about his feelings, so I wouldn't say that he does have feelings there, because on his emotional level, all I saw was temperance in reverse. Temperance in reverse talks to me about someone who notices incompatibilities or sees someone who is out of their league. So I think that kind of answers that question. So, I mean, unless you want to go ahead and send an extra payment. But, I mean, I guess that kind of, I mean, the previous spread kind of did already answer that question, that basically he's going to treat this casually with that Ace of Wands. And then with the other card, Temperance in reverse, he sees incompatibilities, outside of his league and stuff like that. And he's going to treat this casually. But at the same time, the cards did say he is looking for love, and he likes the attention that you give him. So he's going to stick around because you do make him feel special. But he is worried that one day he is going to do something that will ultimately hurt you, whether that is finding somebody else or kind of just keep his options open and you finding out. So he is kind of worried about you finding out if that ever happens, worst case scenario, because he's kind of thinking worst case scenario. It's not like he's, intentionally trying to go and, talk to other girls. He's just thinking to himself that, he feels like if he continues to talk to you, he will feel obligated to stay exclusive to you. And he's just wondering, okay, I'm going to stay exclusive to this girl who is literally in another country, and I'm going to get bored, and he's just worried that one day he's just going to impulsively do something. It's not like he's going to it's not like he's planning to try to hurt you. It's not like he's going to try to literally want to take a dump in your heart. He's just worried about, his impulses. You get that? So that's why he's, so I would say if he's saying that he likes you, I would say then he's lying, because the cards say that he's going to treat it casually. And because you are and since now you're mentioning you guys are in another country, that makes all the sense in the world, and especially knowing that he's a Leo. That just tells me right there, and knowing that, seeing the cards, that he likes attention and he likes physical touch, and that's very important to him. He's worried that, worst case scenario, that he's going to come to a point where he's going to get really bored and actually do something and, hurt you. Does that make sense? So I guess in a way it does answer that question. If he's been telling you that he likes you, then he's lying. So I think he likes how you make him feel. I think he likes that you put him on a pedestal. I think you're doing a good job about that. And you give him attention. Then again, knowing that he's a Leo, I'm not really surprised that that's something that he really likes. And if you're giving him that, then I'm sure he's right now indulging in it. So, knowing that he's a Leo. Does that make sense? So all you want to know now is, should you pursue it? That's all? Okay. Let's see if it's worth it. Let's see if it's worth it. Should you pursue this? Is this even worth it for Gilda? All right, so we have Queen of Swords, the Moon, the Tower reversed, Ace of Cups reversed, Seven of Cups, that's the second time it comes out, and then we have the King of Pentacles. In the bottom of the deck, we have the World. So basically with the World, to me, it's just this is talking about a successful conclusion to a situation. You just want to see success in your life, in your love life, I mean. You just want to kind of just have a successful conclusion to your love life, right? A happily ever after. And from what the cards are telling me right here is that I feel like you're always going to be wondering in the back of your mind if he is doing something. I think that's going to be a wonder. I think that's something that the cards are telling me. That because you are a woman of experience, you're always going to be wondering, and you're never really going to know what's really going on behind the scenes. But the cards are telling me right here, at the same time, I think at the same time, you're just going to indulge in not knowing. So it's almost like ignorance is bliss, almost, so. And I know as Scorpios or as water signs, we can be so good at that. We are so good at just deceiving ourselves, and we make it so easy for others to hurt us, So think about that. I just see a woman of experience, a woman who has gone through a lot, a woman who has gone through a lot of life experiences. And whether you'd be happy, it's telling me right here with the moon card, you're always going to be wondering if he is really being faithful or not. And with this card, the tower in reverse, but at the same time, I feel like partly it's going to be your fault because with the tower in reverse, it's almost like it's saying, like, at the same time, not only is he going to keep you in the dark, you also as well, you're going to stay in denial and try to be, and you're going to blindside yourself. You're going to be so blindsided, and it's almost going to be like partly because you're going to just trust him 1000% with everything, no questions. And I feel like partly it's because of fear too. It's like, I don't even want to know, I think you might, moving forward, you're going to kind of take that route a little bit. But the cards are telling me if we move forward though, I do see you keeping your options open. And as a matter of fact, I do see that there will be new love. But at the same time, I'm kind of seeing a thing where I think both of you might grow feelings for each other. Again, this is somebody else, not Ernesto Leo. This is somebody else. If you decide to leave Ernesto, I do see you meeting somebody else. But for some reason, I'm seeing that both of you guys will develop feelings, but you guys will, for some reason, not express those feelings to each other. And you guys will just not ever, or at least for a while, just have a really hard time expressing emotions. And I'm seeing that being a thing for this other person. Okay. The cards are telling me that it can most likely be an earth sign, a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. And the cards are recommending that you do try something new. And I do see that you might meet a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And they are recommending that you leave with a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo because you're looking for a successful conclusion to this situation. You really are. And as a matter of fact, I feel like with the Six of Cups in reverse, even when it comes to meeting this person in another country, I feel like it will just become a difficult task. It will just become a difficult task. And for some reason, I don't know for what, if it's going to be on your side or on his side, someone here is just going to make it impossible or difficult or just something that just can't happen. Yeah, for some reason I'm seeing that someone here is going to kind of make it difficult. Could be even making excuses over text and something like that. What are you saying yes to? The thing is that my cards are telling me you're going to have a really hard time letting him go, though. The cards are telling me right now you're going to have a really hard time letting him go. I feel like you're going to try to sleep on it and everything, but my cards are telling me that you would most likely just kind of see where this would go, and you kind of want to see for yourself and thing. So my cards are telling me you might have a hard time letting this one go. And so regardless of what this reading is saying, cards are telling me you're probably not going to let him go, and you're probably going to try to see things for yourself. Yes, the long distance thing. But from what I'm seeing is that when it comes to meeting in person too, for some reason I'm kind of seeing that might be a topic, but for some reason I see that it might not happen. I don't think it's going to happen, whether that's him coming to you or you coming to him. So if you try to obligate him to come and try to see you, I saw with the Lovers in reverse that he might try to even end it. Oh, and yes, I do think you are going to meet a new person. I think you're going to keep, if you decide to leave this situation, the cards are recommending that you keep your options open, and they are telling me that you will. And I do see you meeting someone, but for some reason, I'm seeing that you guys both will just have a really hard time with expressing how you guys feel for each other. But I do think both of you guys will end up growing emotions for the new person. Okay, I'm talking about new person. Okay, not Ernesto, new person. So I see you and this new person will develop feelings for each other. So he will have feelings, you will also have feelings. But for some reason, I'm seeing issues with both of you guys expressing them to each other. So I see that happening. But that was all I saw. I didn't see like the final outcome from that. But if you wanted to ask another question, we can totally check that out. If not, then of course we can always do a reading later. Or if that's not something you're curious about, then we can always talk about something else. But Gilda, do you have any other questions for me today? You're keeping your options open? Awesome. I'm actually glad to hear that, okay? You're good for tonight. Thank you so much, Gilda. I hope to hear from you soon. Let me know how keeping your options open goes for you, and hopefully you meet that person soon. All righty. Have a great night. All right, Pisces 22, thank you so much for sending a donation. I will talk to you in a little bit. G Ram, where are you? I know you sent a donation, and then also I saw a donation from Christy Sim. Christy Sim, let me write people down right here. Okay, so we just did Gilda. Now it's going to be G Ram. 3 questions. Alrighty. All right, G-Ram, whenever you're ready, go ahead and submit your question. I remember your name is Gerardo and you are a Libra. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and submit your question whenever you're ready. And then Christy, you're going to be after him. Christy submitted a payment for 1 question. And then Pisces 22, you paid for 2 questions. Yes, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Okay, so GRAM, you have 3 questions. Christy has 1 question, and then Pisces 22 has 2 questions. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, so whenever you're ready, GRAM. Okay, so I lent out some money. Will it take long to get paid, or would it be sort of quick? So let's see if this person will pay you, and I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna do a yes or no spread. If this person will pay you, and if it's a yes, I'm just gonna see a time frame. Okay. So you know what? Let's go ahead and use the Tarot 3D for that. Tarot 3D by Los Scarabeo and David Corsi. All right, let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say for you. So we have the Star in reverse. We have the Sun, the Hierophant. We have the World, Death. Lastly, the Devil in reverse. Now, to me, that is a yes. I do think he will pay you back, or this person will pay you back. But I think this person will take about over a year to pay you back. He might even do it in payments. So I'm kind of seeing a thing where there might be like a payment arrangement that you guys might do. Regardless of the case, regardless if there are payments or a payment arrangement or not, I still feel like it's going to take over a year. And not too much over a year. I would just say just a little over a year from when you left the money. So yes, I do think he will pay you, but I think it's going to take a little over a year. I would say about like 13 months, 14 months to pay you, or at least to fully pay you. I get the feeling that this is going to be a thing where it might be in payments. Because it kind of feels like this is going to be kind of like dragged out. Okay, yes, it will be in payments. Okay, that's kind of what I saw in payments, and I saw something that was going to be dragged out, and it kind of, and the feeling that I got almost is like you get the feeling or the impression that or you will be. If it's not right now, then you will be getting the impression that this person is just dragging things out and doesn't want to pay you. Okay, there you go. It's a lot. Okay, so it might be a thing like that where maybe because it's a lot, you know, things might come up for this person or whatnot, and you're just going to feel like this person is just dragging things out. Because I see you having that impression either right now, or you will have that impression of this person later. Okay, so so I'm guessing you lent him a lot of money. Okay, and you guys already did agree in payments. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, do you have any other questions for me, J-Ram? So you want a general love reading with Rice. And Rice says she was a Libra as well, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Yes, that's right. Okay. Yes, so Rice is a Libra. You head out, although you are a Libra, and you kind of just want to see a general love reading for Risa. What's going on with Risa? Anything new or nothing? Nothing new. Nothing. Does she work with you? Does she work where you work? Is that how you know her? Two of Cups reversed, the Star reversed, Three of Wands, Ace of Wands, Four of Swords reversed, 10 of Pentacles reversed, Eight of Swords reversed, Two of Swords, and also the 10 of Wands in reverse. My schedule sucks, and I'm also lazy. Okay. No, she doesn't. I know her sister and her family. Okay, so you know her through her sister. Okay, awesome. So the cards are telling me that right now it seems like she's right now focused on the present moment. It seems like she's focused on the present moment. She's focused on herself, and at the same time, it's almost like she has like this inner knowing, like this inner intuition, this inner knowing that eventually you guys will talk again. So it's almost like she's not worried about it. So she's kind of just focused on other things because she's like, she has this inner knowing that in some way, shape, or form, you guys would interact again or you guys would be in contact again. So I don't see her really worrying about it. I feel like that was something she was obsessing about, or that was something that she was worried about up until recently. So right now she's not really worried about it. I feel like she's kind of giving off, or right now she's giving off the impression that she's just dating or moving on or just kind of keeping her options open, or since you're not around her, maybe that's the impression that she's giving off to the people that she hangs out with on the everyday basis, that she's keeping her options open, she's moving on, and she's not necessarily waiting for anyone or for you. Yeah, she's going back to school. Okay, so that could definitely be it. So you guys do have the Two of Cups in reverse in the middle. And I pulled an extra card and I got the Nine of Cups in reverse. I think that she's going to keep her options open. Yes, the cards are telling me that she will be keeping her options open. But I think it's going to be with the intention of trying to meet someone. But the thing is that I feel like she met someone already. I think she met someone. She's probably going to start talking to someone, or pay attention to someone, or entertain a guy. Most likely a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. I'm seeing right here the Seven of Cups in reverse with the King of Wands. So making a decision in love and choosing a fire sign male. And this is usually the Two of Cups in reverse. Sometimes it is about someone taking off with somebody else. And with the Nine of Cups in reverse at the same time, though, let me see if that's how she feels about you or about the new guy. Okay, yeah, this is more about how she feels about the new guy. I feel like the new guy, he checks off most of the things on the bucket list, or he will be checking off most of the things on her list of what she wants to see on a guy, but not everything. So it's not. So he's gonna have a lot of the qualities that she wants in a guy, but not everything that she wants in a guy. Um, but I do think this person, this guy, this most likely fire sign, would be very interested in her, though. And he might be the jealous type. Let me see if this is someone she that is in her environment right now, or if this is someone in her. Yep, this is already someone she has in her environment, and especially with the Six of Cups, this could be someone that she knew from childhood, or she met through friends, or this could be someone that she dated in the past. So this is someone in her environment for sure. Do you have another question for me, G-Ram? General love for you without Risa. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Let's see with the Dark Fairy Tale Tarot. So let's go ahead and use the Dark Fairy Tale Tarot by Los Scarabeo for this reading. Oh, G-Ram, don't be upset. At least be happy of the fact that she hopes and has this inner knowing that you guys will be in each other's lives again in the future. That should be very flattering, G-Ram. But I feel like that she already has this guy in her circle, and she had already been keeping her options open too anyway. But I feel like she's gonna start paying attention to this guy particularly. And yeah. All right, so let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, 2 cards flew out. Page of Wands in reverse and the 7 of Wands in reverse. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and then we have 7 of Swords reversed, 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, King of Pentacles in reverse, the Chariot reverse, and also the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so weirdly enough, I see that eventually you'll try to sacrifice focusing on love to putting your focus solely on trying to buy a home. I don't know why you would do that, but I guess in a way it kind of makes sense. Like, I see you eventually, like, from putting focus on trying to find someone and kind of check off that thing off your bucket list of finding someone, that lifetime partner, and taking that off your bucket list. I see you eventually just taking your focus out of that and then focusing on trying to buy a home, and you using that as a reason for you not meeting someone. Yeah, and the cards are telling me that, it really just depends if you're going to continue to make excuses to meet someone or not. And I see that will be your next excuse. Focusing on trying to buy a home. Yes, I see that you're trying. Yes, okay, so you are trying to buy a home. Okay. But then eventually I see you kind of using that as a reason, as an excuse to not mingle, an excuse to not put yourself out there, to not let anything grow or to build rapport with anyone. It's almost like you don't put the effort to build rapport with anyone, trade stories, get to know anyone, or to even mingle. Okay, if that's something that you are trying to focus on now, in the future, I see that eventually you're going to tell yourself, okay, I'm not going to focus on love. I'm going to focus on only buying a house. And using that as an excuse to not focus on love. If that's something you are not doing right now, that's something I see you doing later. Okay, that makes sense? And the cards are telling me that if that is something that you are going to do, chances are you are going to have a really hard time finding a lifetime partner, because the whole thing about buying a home is they're saying it's going to be a very, very long process. They're saying that you will get what you want. You will get a home, and it will be a really nice home. But they're saying, like, you don't have to, like, if that's an excuse that you're going to use later in the future, I'm telling you right now, just so you remember whenever this day comes, that you don't have to do that. You can still try to meet someone while you're still focusing on trying to find that lifetime partner. And it is telling me right here, if you do that, you will meet someone. And I think you might meet someone who is much younger. I think you will meet someone, and this person will be much younger. All right. Does that make sense for you? Alrighty, so G-Ram, do you have any other questions for me today? Hmm. Alrighty. Let's see. Does Cindy miss you? Let's see. Does Cindy miss you? What sign is Cindy? What is her zodiac sign? And who is Cindy? Is she an ex? Is she a relative? Who is Cindy? And Cindy, what is her zodiac sign? She is an Aquarius. Okay, so you are compatible. You are a Libra. She's an Aquarius. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and see. She's someone from my past. I ran into her mother the other day. That's so interesting because we are in Mercury retrograde. So, I'm kind of not surprised. All right, so let's see. I don't think she necessarily misses you, but I do think she thinks about you. I do think you cross her mind. I don't think she necessarily misses you, but I think you cross her mind, most especially in times when she's not doing well. I think she's someone who struggles with mental health. I think she's someone who has mental health issues. So this is someone who can easily get depressed or has like these like manic episodes where there are times where she's really happy, but then there are times where she's just really, really, really sad. And from what I'm understanding here, she is someone who she's probably someone who also struggles with stress or anxiety. And from what I'm seeing here in the cards too, she's someone who struggles with maintaining her emotions steady. So I feel like that's where we see her thinking about you and wondering about you. So I don't think she necessarily misses you. I think it's just whenever she's just not doing well, mental health wise. I feel like that is the case. I feel like right now she's trying to protect herself by keeping her distance. I do think she is going to try to contact you. But I feel like this would just be repeating a lesson that you just don't want to repeat. That's what the cards are telling me. This would be an unnecessary lesson. I do feel like she is someone who really enjoys her singlehood though. Or this could just be someone who does really well financially. Okay? Does that make sense, G-Ram? Does that make sense, Gerardo? So I don't think she necessarily misses you, but you definitely do cross her mind. Definitely do cross your mind, and I feel like it's usually because I feel like she's someone who struggles with mental health issues, and whenever she's just depressed and sad, you just cross her mind. You cross her mind a lot. As a matter of fact, she's always having mood swings. Episodes where whenever she's happy, she's doing good. Whenever she's not happy, and I do see she's someone who struggles with stress, anxiety, all of that. Okay? Make sense? Alrighty, G-Ram, do you have any other questions for me today? Any other questions for me, Gerardo? I don't want to repeat, but now since Rice is not working out, I want to just go to Cindy. Well, I mean, why don't we explore? Why don't we try to meet somebody else? Then again, the cards did tell me that you would most likely end up with someone who's much younger than you. So keep your options open. Maybe it's not someone from your past. Maybe it's somebody who's completely new and someone who you're probably going to have a huge age gap with. It might be somebody who, like, if you're in your 40s, this could be somebody in their late 20s. If you're in your, or if this is someone that you meet like when you're in your 50s, this could be someone in their 30s. That's kind of like the feeling that I got, that it was going to be like a huge age gap. That was the feeling that I got. That was all? Okay. Well, my suggestion is try to just keep your options open, keep yourself open to the idea of meeting somebody else, and also trying to date people from different age groups. Because from what I felt and from what I saw, you were probably going to end up with someone with somebody who is probably much younger. That was the feeling that I got. Okay? But you do have to put yourself out there. We can't use the excuse of like, oh, I'm focusing on work and going home and, and trying to buy a house and using that as an excuse to not put yourself out there. Does that make sense? Okay. Alrighty. Thank you so much, G-Ram. So we're just going to go ahead and go next with Christy. Christy, you had paid for one reading. Christy, whenever you're ready, go ahead and submit your question right here on the comments. Hi, Christy. Hello. How are you today? Christy. Is this Christy? Christy from Texas, the Scorpio from Texas? The realtor? Is that you? I want to ask about what I should put my energy in for the next 6 to 12 months. I've been doing quite a lot, some creative projects in mind and running a bar. It's been tiring, but still very meaningful. Haha, it's not me, but I've read with you before long ago. Okay. I thought you were the Scorpio, the realtor from Texas. No, so it's not you. Oh, I've done a reading for you before. Okay. Because her name is also Christy. And I think her last name starts with the S as well. But I don't know if it was Tim like you. But okay. You're a Libra. Okay. What you should put your energy in towards. You've been focusing on a lot of creative projects. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and ask if you should continue focusing and putting your energy in multiple projects at once like you're still doing, or if you should narrow down and put your focus, put your more undivided focus on lesser projects, okay? Or if you should continue the way that you are. If things are okay, you should continue the way that you are, okay? So let's see. Yes, I'm lost and don't want to overwhelm myself for too long. Haha. All right, no worries. And besides, you're a Libra, so if you really like what you're doing, you are going to do what what you love to do, and especially if it's creative stuff. I mean, you are ruled by the planet of Venus, so um, I don't, but let's see if if this is just overwhelming you a lot and this is bringing you a lot of stress. Um, then let's confirm if this is all really worth it, if you should continue the way that you are, and this is going to pay off, or this is not what you should be doing and you're just overextending yourself for nothing, really. So let's see. I think you should continue the way that you are. The thing is that you haven't seen the money. Either you haven't seen the money that you have been wanting to see, or you haven't seen any money yet. And at the same time, you kind of just feel like you've just isolated yourself. You just feel like you've isolated yourself. You've pushed people away. And I wouldn't be surprised if people are starting to think that you're just being rude, or that you just don't like your friends anymore, or even if you don't know that yourself. I'm starting to see that if you're starting to make a lot of excuses to not see your friends and stuff like that, or just been skipping out on outings with family, friends, it is telling me right here that that's definitely being noticed. And people here are starting to get the impression that maybe you just don't like them anymore, or you're being rude, and stuff like that. So, and I'm seeing that being a challenge. I'm seeing that being a problem. So you probably do care a lot about what people feel. Not seeing the many of the results I was hoping. All those things are afloat and well. No time for loved ones and friends. There you go. Yes, I see no time for loved ones and friends, and the money is not the way that you want. So you're not seeing the money that you want to see. That's what I'm seeing here. I do see that you have lost contact with someone, probably a male figure, or someone who is not in contact with you. Did you get into an argument maybe with a father figure or something like that? In the long run, will it be worth it, all these sacrifices? Well, the cards are telling me I think that you should continue with all of your projects. And the cards are telling me you should continue. Yes. The cards are telling me you should continue. Okay, you did lose an old friend who was a male. Okay, yes. Yes. Okay. I'm seeing something about a male. And okay, and if okay, yes, I'm seeing that it feels like, in a way, kind of feels like denial, or the way that you're processing it is almost like um, he went away for a bit. It's almost like a little bit like that he's gone, but it's almost like it feels like he gone. Like it's almost like the way we're processing it here is like he went away for a while. It's interesting. Was a very deep friendship, and it could have been a potential romance. Okay. I for some reason I got the feeling that this person could help. So if I were you, I could try to use meditation and try to use this spiritual connection for guidance, since he's already on the other side, to help you out with your projects. Because this person came out, I saw a male figure, and I don't know if there was like a fight or something, but you're saying this someone who passed away. Okay. Um, but I think this person can totally help you. So if I were you, meditate. Do some meditations, work on that. But I do think you should continue with all of your projects. I do think that things will grow. I'll give you a time frame. So let's see, as far as time frame, I would give it, it's going to be a little bit closer to 2 more years. So maybe like 2 more years from now. Oh, okay. You lost the friendship. Okay. You lost the friendship. This person didn't die. Okay. Yeah, okay. So yes, I saw that there could have been a fire or something that happened. Or he probably, maybe something about somebody else, or keeping options open, something like that. But I saw, something about someone else. But you could probably use this person to help you. But as far as seeing any growth, then with the World card in reverse, I feel like it's going to take close to 2 years. I'm leaving the friendship aside for now because I'm unable to commit to what he wants from me. Okay. So you are the one that's leaving it aside because you're unable to commit. Just like how the card said earlier, you're keeping people aside right now. Okay. But I do see but I feel like you can use him. He could, and I feel like he can help you financially. So if you need to borrow money, I kind of see it helping you in that sense. So if you need like a loan to invest on your projects, if it's a question of money, if you need money to just accelerate the process of certain things and stuff like that, that's what I mean. I'm sorry, the cards can be a little deviant. I'm sorry. But you came to me for advice, and the cards are giving you the advice. But the cards are telling me if you wanted to use this guy, I really saw a guy around you that will help you and help you financially. Because the feeling that I got was like patron, sponsor. That was kind of like the feeling that I got. And someone that will give you money. But okay, as long as I'm in the right direction, you are in the right direction. You are doing well. The cards did say that I didn't see anything about you needing to drop something so that you can narrow your focus to certain things or anything like that. I didn't see any of that. So you're on the right direction totally for that. But I saw something about a man that can help you. And I misunderstood you. I thought you said someone who had died, but that wasn't the feeling that I got. But I was like, but since you said it was someone that died, I was like, okay, well, whatever you said. But since you corrected me, that confirms what I originally felt about someone that you can use financially to help you. Okay. Well, the cards are not saying anything about you needing to put more focus or attention on people, but maybe when it comes to this person that you're putting aside because they want commitment from you, maybe instead continue to build rapport with this person, get closer to this person, and then eventually have them become a patron or a sponsor. I literally mourned for our friendship when it ended, so it was a very sad time then. Okay, well, whatever you would like to do, the cards are telling you consider it, especially if you are looking for a loan or if you're looking to accelerate things, and this is more of a matter of money. I think it could be someone that would be willing to help. Or if this is not him, this could be just talking about somebody else, most likely an older person, could be your father. If your father is still around, or a father figure, if you had a guardian or anything like that. Okay, got it. I'll see how it might work out that way. Thank you for your energy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Christy. You're welcome. Alrighty, so Pisces 22, you are next. All right, Pisces 22, you have 2 questions for me. Whenever you're ready. A guy named Joe and I used to like each other, but no movement. We kind of moved forward. I was wondering what are his feelings. Okay, so what is Joe's zodiac sign? What is his zodiac sign? Oh, you don't know. Alrighty. No worries. No worries. Okay, so this was someone from your past. You guys used to like each other, but nothing ever happened. And you guys kind of just moved forward. So now you're wondering what are his feelings for you right now. All right, so let's go ahead and see. We have Death. Wow. Knight of Cups in reverse, Nine of Cups, Two of Wands, Ten of Wands, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse, King of Swords, and the last card is the Seven of Cups in reverse. And then we have right here in the bottom of the deck the Four of Cups. So I think he found you to be someone that basically checked off all of the boxes. So he found you to be that someone who could have been everything that he was looking for. So when he thinks of you, he thinks of that person that could have checked off all of the boxes for him. So you were that kind of person. I'm seeing that with the Nine of Potions or the Nine of Cups. But in his heart, we are seeing the Ten of Candles or the Ten of Wands, which basically talks about feeling drained. So at the same time, he finds this whole thing draining. Maybe the fact that this just didn't ever go anywhere, and just wondering about you and thinking about how you checked off all of the boxes. Maybe that is just draining for the both of you. But I can see right here in the middle with the Death card, and it's so funny how the you can't see it right here, but the moon is actually like a bright yellow color, and today is the super moon. So if you actually go outside, you see the moon is like really big, and it's like big and yellow. It's the first super moon of the year. So interesting that you have that reading today, and that was something that I noticed today when I was outside before I started the live stream. I was actually driving before I did the live stream, and I was staring at the supermoon today. So it's so interesting how we have a supermoon here and the Death card, and the Death card is representing your relationship status. So when we have Death and it's representing the relationship status, it is talking about something that is done, something that has ended. But it is telling me here with the Page of Wands in reverse, as far as his intentions, although he does want to contact you, he is going to resist temptation to contact you, and he's definitely made up his decision about that. Okay, so he finds this whole thing draining. He still thinks about you, most especially in the sense that you were someone that checked off all of the boxes, but he is someone that's not going to communicate, and he's going to resist communication, but he does want to communicate, and he made up his mind about that. Okay, I don't think he's going to, at least anytime soon, change about that. And because with the Four of Cups, because nothing happened, and he was dissatisfied about that. And he is still pretty dissatisfied about that, okay? So, Pisces 22. I know you did pay for 2 questions, so did you have another question, or was that a donation? And then, hi, Mystic Enchantress. How are you doing today? All right, so let's go ahead and see what is coming in for love. All right, so one card flew out and it was the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Moon in reverse, and we have Queen of Wands in reverse. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. 10 of Cups in reverse. 5 of Cups in reverse, and then we have 8 of Swords. So I would say if you want me to be honest, I don't see a real, true, honest, good, worth your time type relationship for the next 8 years. 8, like the number 8, you know, like, like the infinity sign, but it's not infinity, just 8. 8 years. Okay, so I don't see really anyone that's really worth your time until then. 8 years from now. Ocho años. So, and at the same time, I do feel like this is something that I feel like, even though you're hearing this from me, I feel like you're going to put some extra effort into not be 8 years. And from what the cards are telling me right here, this could eventually make you lose focus on your career a little bit. It might make you feel a bit lost. So be careful of that. The cards are telling me right here, this isn't something you should be dwelling. This isn't something you should be dwelling on, but I do see the cards are telling me right here that it might be something that might stress you out. You might try to make that become a big focus eventually in the future, and then I see that becoming the reason why we lose our focus in our career and building our career. But I see around 8 years from now is when I see you meeting I see you meeting someone. And yes, I do think there will be marriage. I think there will be kids. I do think there will be children. Yes. And it could even be with someone who is financially successful as well. So I do think this person will be doing well financially. And I do see family. I do see probably even some traditional values. Probably I see like Christmas, Thanksgiving kind of shit if you are in the United States. If not, then just point is like I see like family stuff. If that's what you're looking for, then I see that being an option. or you might just meet someone who wants children and a family and is somebody who is financially uh, doing well. So I do see that, but I see it in 8 years. And I see that being a problem, and I'm seeing that you might eventually try to force that to change, or eventually lose focus on your career because of this news. And it might not be now, it might be something you do in the future, but the cards are saying it's not something you should dwell on. It will come when it comes, and it will be someone who is financially successful, and I see this person wants a family, and if that's something that you want to, again, that's on the table. I see family and I see marriage. Okay, it's not something you should dwell over, though. I know it's like gonna be forever from now, but at least it will be with a great guy. Okay, some people don't even get married at all, so all right, you're welcome. Pisces 22, do you have any other questions for me? All right, Pisces 22, thank you so much, Lisa, for doing another reading with me. If you ever feel like you need any other questions, or if you want to do a private reading, you can always go to my website, mermaidoracle.com. Okay, and for the rest of you, if you guys are looking for a private tarot reading with me, you can always book those. I don't only just do these live streams, I also do private tarot readings, and I have different options, whether you want to do them over the phone, whether you want to do them through a Zoom or Skype or FaceTime reading, or maybe we can arrange doing it, again, over a Zoom meeting or something like that. You can always book that on my website, mermaidoracle.com. I am going to end the live stream right here, guys. It was wonderful seeing you guys again, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.